both excellent.
Jeffrey Anderson, Kip Kissinger, Greg Nixon are the officials, and it's the Huskies.
Anton Watson jumping out on Cam Spencer.
Shot clock down to 7. Newton looking for an opening. Can't get into the paint and overthrows that Uconn has tonight. Newton to a cutting Spencer. Off to Klingon. Got his miss and lays it in.
Looked like Klingon first shot, but right there for the offensive rebound. And Klingon, one of the best offensive rebounders in the country.
Nice two-man basketball, but Watson left it short. And I know you love talking about Alex Caravan.
Well, Alex Caravan is one of the most underrated players in the country. He can shoot it. He's one of the best cutters you're going to see. And he plays a huge team.
Ryan Nembhard with a miss. You can hear the oohing and eyeing of the Gonzaga fans. Klingon lays it in. And after a turnover on the first possession, back on Honolulu, and then a week ago here in Seattle against the University of Washington, the only loss for Uconn on the road at Allen Fieldhouse spot 4 as Nembhard. Familiar with him, right? Last 2 years with Creighton in the Big East, so he's already played 4 games in his career against Connecticut, including 3 games, I should say, against Connecticut.
Shots.
Tries to drive now on Watson, a good defender. Spencer, and deep position for Klingon, and he's got his 3rd field goal of the night.
He gets healthy. He's going to get better and better. He is a really good center.
Cam Spencer is healthier than he was a couple of weeks ago as Nembhard knocks down another. And we'll
the wing, and he's a really good defender. And it gives him a versatile defender out on the perimeter, a guy who can really get downhill north-south.
Boy, they don't have an answer for Klingon.
Couldn't push him out. And Klingon can just turn around and shoot over. I mean, he's 7'2" and long.
Nembhard, his 3rd field goal. He's got all 6.
Good game in this one. He didn't score against Uconn in the NCAA tournament. He's a terrific scorer. Good cut.
Watson right into the chest of Klingon.
Klingon, if you're going to play on top of him, he's going to get an angle.
Newton, a little strong on the 3, and it's out of bounds. A lot of talk that if and when the NBA goes from 30 to 32, that Seattle's getting a team back.
It is a beautiful arena. Great rebound by Dusty Summer. Nobody put a from Eastern Washington, was injured and out for the year, and he's a good cut by Castle. Boy, wide open under the basket.
And a great feed from Spence. Does not get the bounce, but he gets the loose ball. Watson into the paint and drops it home.
Anton Watson, so many things that don't show up in the box score. He's a great defender. He's got great hands, gets deflection, steals, you name it.
A few weeks he'll have 700 wins.
He's really let it go to his head, though, hasn't he?
Yeah. Boy, is he tough to talk to.
Patience as a freshman. He's got a lot of good players ahead of him.
Castle, he can get into the paint at will, it seems. Missed the shot, and Huff trade. And now Johnson keeps Watson from getting to the bucket. So Watson will launch an 18-footer, and it's a 3.
Aggressive offensively this season.
He is now 8 for 19 from three-point range on the season. Samson Johnson, almost every
time that there's help, you help up. You just throw it up to the basket, and Samson Johnson can go get it.
Hickman, boy, was that pretty. Kind of
wound up losing it.
Yeah, scored only 1 field goal over a 7-minute stretch late in the game. Shot clock's at 3. The force by Diarra, and he banks it in. But had kind of turf toe issues on both feet in that game against Kansas.
That was an incredibly physical game. Boy,
Diarra
just too easy getting to the
Gonzaga with the ball down by 4. Nembhard cut off by Caravan, but a good cut, and laying it in is Ben Gregg.
Forward that can knock down a 3.
And like all the bigs for Gonzaga, giving up some size to the matchup with Klingon, who is fouled by Gregg.
Boy, and until he made the decision to go to Kansas rather than Uconn, it wasn't going to be Cam Spencer. And Spencer's been fantastic for them. What a block.
Klingon. Spencer averaging almost 16 a game, 46% from 3. Into Klingon, who leaves the jump hook short.
Nice job being physical by Ben Gregg in the low post.
Watson scoops it up, follows it, and gets it to go. Such quick teams among the leaders in the nation. Anton Watson's already into double figures now with 10. Klingon. Good defense by Gregg, but a
flex action screen for the screener. Spencer wide open.
And he'll bury it. He is one of the best shooters
Along the baseline, then he got a screen and he was wide open for that shot.
How good was he in the Jimmy V against Carolina? 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 6. Checked it out, came back. Spokane native as well. Spencer again. Can't leave him open.
Well, that was just great ball move.
PJ, but he said he realized a couple of years ago, if you want to win big, you got to have guys who can put the ball in the basket. You can focus on all the intangibles and the toughness
with the ball, but those deflections are big plays.
Nembhard no, tip no, and Klingon lost it. Stromer knocks it down.
Both sticking their noses in there, and Ben Gray took a shot in his, but Gonzaga came up with a rebound.
Newton with a deep 3, and it's again
year long.
Came into the game having been a part of 316 points this year for the Huskies, either scoring or assisting on them. That's the 5th most in division. Newton blocked by Ike, and it's 5-on-4 the other way. Nembhard off balance, gets it to go, and it's getting noisy here in Seattle.
Well, Gonzaga really fighting back right now. They've ratcheted things up.
Spencer will quiet the...
Well, you run him off the three-point line. He's got that mid-range game, little floater.
Nembhard, and 1. But very unusual for a team in this day and age to play 17 minutes and only take 1 3. And Uconn 5 for 6, make it 6 for 7.
Out to Cam Spencer, and they want to attack that to score, not necessarily to get to the rim, but to get a shot, essentially in transition.
Klingon down with a miss.
Well, you better get back quickly against Uconn.
The speed from Diarra. Klingon almost over the back. Hickman has it knocked away. Castle. Euro steps around Nembhard and lays it in to make. He's gotten a few of those already tonight.
Well, Watson kept it alive.
Stromer the turnaround, too strong, and Klingon another rebound. And also was the coach for 3 different teams in the NBA, including a year here in Seattle, what turned out to be the Sonics last year before the move. As
I think he gets going a little bit too fast, and he'll figure that out. He's a first-year player.
Nembhard, boy, he has made some tough drops.
You know, he's still learning his way around the Gonzaga offense. So he's so good at Creighton, and he'll be equally as good.
Castle got it on of the second half. Away we go.
You can see that Uconn is going underneath. Great play on the back door.
They had their first 6, and now he's got their last 9. 15 on the night, and they're down by 9. Newton into the paint, lost his balance, and it will go.
Klingon's such a big body in there.
Newton misses the long.
Hard going to get 6'5". Tristan Newton.
Watson had a great first half, misses this one, and
he's such a good cutter. Now he's got Nolan Hickman on him. He's trying to post him up.
And how about Connecticut scoring 45 points in the first half, Jay, with Caravan on point line, finds Spencer. They can run some stuff through Klingon as well, as you can see. Caravan gives it right back to the big fella who got
consecutive stops, not just getting stops, but they have to be consecutive stops followed up by scores. Good pass.
Ike's been a non-factor offensively tonight, but he gets the play out of the middle, finds ball. 7 to shoot, now Spencer.
He went man.
The turnaround, a soft touch by Cam.
Keep an eye on late clock to see if they go man.
Caravan again at the free throw line, and nobody stops the ball. Klingon, just too much size.
Good job by Solomon Ball.
Good cut by Watson. Misses.
Just not a quick push up the floor. Graham Ike late there. Can't get that drag screen in transition.
He'll shoot the 3 and miss it. He can make that. Nembhard seeking out the contact. Ike follows it and is fouled. Watson over Johnson, just a little bit short. Back out to Nembhard. Driving on Newton. Boy, does he seek out the contact
defensively, and they have been in the last few minutes.
But can they turn the turnovers into points at the other end? Huff with his offhand draws the. Sanson off to Newton, still 12 to shoot. Newton with a strong drive and Hickman the drive, and it'll go 57-44.
Speed of the pass by Anton Watson. There's the value of Watson on the defensive end. Good pass.
No look pass. Stromer for three. Rebound Diarra.
Gonzaga's only got 1 3 in this game. Tough to win that way when you just got to make tough twos all game long.
And the amazing thing is Connecticut, and you said rebound in the game. Now they haven't missed all that many shots, 14, but they've only got 1, but they're finding so many other ways to win.
Well, there's the second. Yeah. But you have to credit Gonzaga on their end. They've been hitting the offensive glass pretty hard.
Stromer from the foul line, 61-46.
Drives right into Alex Caravan. His big body.
Hickman inside with a tough runner. What a Ben Gregg, so it stays with Uconn. And Diarra with a stroke. That was Watson, and it was early. Gets the shot off. It won't go, but he'll shoot a couple.
A good pivoting their defensive effort in this second half. Making catches more difficult, and you can see Uconn having to turn its back a lot. Great cut by
Caravan with a size advantage on Nembhard and lays it in. Without Luka Krajinovic tonight, who suffered a hand injury at practice today and is unable to go, as Klingen, a sophomore from Bristol, Connecticut.
This is the best he's played in a big game. You know, he's put up numbers against some of the lesser teams that UConn more deliberate now. They're not trying to take the air out of the ball, but they're not in any hurry either.
Caravan gets inside and travels by Hickman. Now Caravan. Klingen had it, tipped away. Ike's got it.
Gonzaga's transition game has not been what I expected. But give credit to UConn for stopping the ball and getting back.
Hickman misses the floater, but a foul.
UConn really spreading the floor. Gonzaga trying to put pressure.
Up top, and the flop.
More toward the middle of the floor.
Now a takeaway. Klingen, a great look ahead to Diarra. And all of a sudden, it's back to 14. And Ryan Nembhard, his backcourt partner, neither one of them has come out of the game tonight for Gonzaga. Watson will hoist a three. And the rebound down to Diarra. A factor at all for them tonight, just 2 made threes.
Well, UConn really took Nolan Hickman out of the three-point game.
Klingen, no, bothered, and Gregg down with 2.5 to play.
Diarra's done a nice job defensively in this game.
Great drive.
Rhythm, it's awfully difficult.
2 minutes to go. UConn can be patient. Pretty impressive performance.
Especially by Klingen. In this kind of game, for him to come out, he's got what, 21 and 8.
Boy, how many good things is he's in some pain right now with just 1:36 to go. They're going to sit him down for the rest of the night.
But what is Danny, 6'1"? How's he gonna high five a guy 7'2"? Everything he does is a low five with
another impressive performance by what is unquestionably one of the best teams in the country. Watson with a lane and a finish. And that is going to do it. The Huskies come cross country here to Seattle and lead from start to finish. Donovan Klingen with 20 games, all by double digits. The only blemish was the loss at Kansas a few weeks ago.
Really impressive performance.
About as well as anybody in the nation right now. They go to 10-1. Gonzaga drops to 8-3. Thank you for joining us.